inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. Gonna mulch it deep and low, gonna make it fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, please bless these.
Hi everybody, welcome. Since we can't meet this spring in our Bayside garden together, I've invited you to my garden. Let's look at some of the vegetables that survived from last year into this year. I was kind of happily surprised to see a few things that were still there that I thought wouldn't make it. You can overwinter some plants by bringing them indoors during the cold seasons. So here we have some Swiss chard. I would say they get about like that high and their leaves get nice and colorful. These little palm trees are actually leftover kale. Here we have chives, which are like onions. The fresh oregano is starting to pop up. We see a little thyme coming to life as well. And we're going to take a look at what we need to do to get ready to plant some veggies in the future. But first, know your tools. Gloves, garden hoe, shovel, bucket. So I already composted my garden a little bit, which is putting things down in the garden that help it to get fed. Composting recycles organic materials that would otherwise be thrown away. When compost sits in a pile or special container, it breaks down and becomes rich food for the garden. If you follow me, I'll show you my composter. Basically, I'll put a lot of dried stuff that I find out in the yard inside of this opening, and I'll take stuff that I have left over in the kitchen, like veggie scraps or coffee grounds or eggshells, and put it all together, and I'll just let it sit there, and then once in a while give it a turn. That. And after it sits for a little while, this is what it looks like inside. That's lots of really rich, good food that you can spread around in your garden and make the vegetables that grow in it super happy and super strong. And the other thing is you can put mulch in your garden. There are two different reasons to be using mulch: for food and to prevent a lot of weeds from cropping up. Mulch is organic material that is put on top of the soil. Mulch helps soil hold in moisture, improves its health, reduces weed growth, and makes your garden look nice. So there are different types of mulch that we can use in our garden bed. Today I'm going to be using pine needles under some of the trees that we have here in the yard. This tool right here will help you to gather the mulch, and it will also help to spread it once we have it in the garden. This tool right here will help to take the mulch from our little pile that we gather and shovel it into our bucket. All right, here's a good spot under this nice spruce tree, and I'm going to start to rake up some of the pine needles that have fallen under them. Okay, that looks like a good pile right there. Now we're going to shovel up our pine needles into the bucket. So now we have a full bucket, and I'm going to start to pour it onto the garden. To prevent weeds, cover soil with 2 to 6 inches of mulch. Green wish is near. Green wish is near. Green wish is here. You want it to be nice and even. A nice little blanket of pine needles covering the dirt of the garden. You can also use your hand if the other tools are too big. So now that our vegetable garden is ready, let's take a look at what we're going to plant next time you see me. everything you see right there is something that you can plant in the colder weather. Right here, we have lettuce. Here we have some dill, Swiss chard, cabbage, spinach, arugula, beets. You know, I almost forgot. I wanted to show you this. This is my first lime from this little lime tree that I bought a couple years ago. The only other time that I had a lime growing was out in the garden last year, and before I got to it, one of our darling little squirrels did, and I never got to taste it. I'm just trying to think of something really, really yummy to do with it. And you'll see another citrus plant, and these are tiny little ones that are supposed to grow out of pots. They don't get any bigger than this really. And you can see little flower buds. Maybe you'll get to see what happens when these buds turn into something different, I hope. We'll find out together. Okay, see you next time when we are ready to plant our vegetables.
Inch by inch, row by row, please bless these seeds I sow. Please keep them safe below till the rain come tumbling down.